Okay, we're going to start with the standing roll down, and I'm going to add a little variation to it as well. Feel free to stick with the first one if you don't like the variation on it as well. Okay, so this is to stretch the back of your legs, maybe some people the lower back. Okay, so chin to chest, shoulders rolling forward. Let those arms come down. They should be relaxed. The head and neck should be relaxed. It's not fighting gravity, so let everything just fall. And hold here as you breathe. And with every breath out, soften the tight spots. I'm going to spend a little bit of time here. Let's pull the tummy in and roll the spine up now, slowly, one vertebra at a time. And we're going to go again, but I'm going to add a bending and straightening of the knees. So I'm going to turn a little side on here for you. And bring it down again the second time. Rolling down. Now, depending on your range and, how tight you might be feeling, it's a very subtle move. You'll notice I'm going to bend one knee here, right? So I'm bending my right knee and I'm straightening the left leg. I'm going to straighten the right leg now and bend the left knee. Now, I know not everyone might be able to do this. They might be feeling really, really tight. So you're just going to hang there and hold. Or I could give one more alternative. And what that can look like is bending both knees here. So like you're about to sit into a chair and then just press up to where you feel your stretch. So that's another alternative as well. You bend, almost like you're crouching down. And then lift that tailbone up, straighten the legs. And your legs might not even be straight. You might get halfway and go, oh, that's enough. All right, let's go 3 more, nice and slow. Last one coming up here, and then we'll take that moment to pause. Pulling the tummy now and roll up the spine. Relax, pull those shoulders down. Okay, take the hands just slightly behind your head and press your elbows back. You can arch the upper back while you do this, so we can kind of look up while we do that. And then I want you to just tuck the elbows in together and round the spine. Elbows together, elbows apart now. Widen. And then close, rounding the back. We're creating a flexion and extension of the spine. Open, open, open. Press those elbows back, really open. And then close. And we're just going to do one more in each direction. And back. And I'm kind of doing this to lead into what will be our next move, where we use our spine. Good. Let's bring ourselves back to neutral ground. Bring your arms down, have a little rest. Okay. Take your legs out like a sumo squat. Okay. Wide, feet turned out. Come down. Okay. We're going into a stretch. We're going to rest one elbow onto one side if you can. If you don't want to do it with a squat, you could do it just standing and do a normal side stretch. Okay. Change sides. Find the other thigh. Take it across. So what happens when you go into the squat? You should be getting a little bit of an inner thigh stretch as well. One more each side. And I'm kind of warming up the legs for some movement soon. Last one here. Good. And slowly come up and stand up if you're squatting. Bring the feet in. Whoop, that's the balance. Okay, overlap one hand on top of the other, like so. Okay, all right. So we're going to start alternating. What I'm going to get you to do is bring one knee up and press into it gently, and then press into the other leg. I'm going to turn side on, press. Now notice my pelvic tilts. That's okay. I want to feel like I'm getting a good tuck in of the abdominal wall, right? Good. And everyone can go at a different pace. You can start to pick it up now. With control, right, though, so try not to make it really loose. And press, and press, and press. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring your arms down. Now we're going to go into a squat, but it's going to be a side squat where we go out and return. So the way it looks like, actually, let's add a little bit of fist motion here. Create a fist with one hand, and with the other hand, have it open and over the top. Okay, good. Now, if you press your hands into each other, you're going to activate your shoulders, your biceps, your triceps. All right, so find that gentle connection of everything turning on. Okay, stand up first, because then we're going to squat and come back in. And squat and come back in. If you find this a little difficult, just stick with the normal squat and back. Now let's have a look at the foot that's going out. Is it pointing straight ahead? Okay. Now you've got to be careful. I almost did it, a side lunge, right? It's actually just a squat. So try to center yourselves. 3 more. 2, sit into your chair. Last one. Good work. I'm going to move a little across here, and let's take it to the other side. If your arms get tired, just drop the arms. 1, sit. 3, getting in the hips, right? 4, 5, 6, got things that we're starting to get the blood flowing. 8 down, 9 down, and last one here. Good work. Bring those arms down, have a little rest. The next one is we're going to stay on the one side with a tap, right? Okay. So there is the hands back out again. All right. Good. So you simply press and back and press and back, staying on the one side, right? Isn't it amazing how much core activation you can get just by pushing your hands in to resist that knee? All right, if you prefer to alternate. Good. 3 more. 2 and 1. All right, get ready, coordinate, change sides, let the brain catch up. 1, 2. Feel like someone's about to knee you in the guts and you're stopping them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good work, guys. Have a little rest. Okay, so I'm going to come down into a sumo squat again. All right, the nice and easy version is just to come down and up. Okay, your feet can turn out on this one, so just down and up. Next level is we're going to stay down and pulse. I want to work the inner thighs. Okay, good. Stay with me. I'm going to look at the clock. 15 more seconds if you can. All right, if you need to rest, rest. Good. All right, 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back up. Bring those feet back in. Let's take it to the floor. Have your band handy by your side, but we'll be sitting upright. So we're going to go into
a wide leg seated position. Now, for some people, if you have trouble doing this, bend your knees a little bit or pop a cushion under your bottom. Okay, but if you can, sit right up onto your sit bones here. Okay, all right. Take your arms out. Good. Big breath in, grow tall, breathe out. You're going to turn to one side. Now, for some people, this might be enough, but if you can, reach across to the outer shin, press your hand into that shin and turn to look behind you. Breathe. Let's come back out of there. Grow tall, breathe in and breathe out. Either stay here or take the arm down. Good. Come back in. Let's repeat. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. And again, grow tall. Take it to the other side. Good. We've got one more each side. Now, Debbie, if you prefer, if that's a bit hard, you could just simply go side to side if you prefer as well. All right. Good. Just press. Otherwise, good. Last one here. Grow tall. Feel lifted. And take it to the other side. Press into that. Oh, getting into that nice rotation, right? Good. All right, now here's one that might challenge you a little bit. Bring your legs together, sit up really straight and tall. Okay. If you do have trouble with your back though, slightly bent knees though, but I mean slightly bent, not too straight. Okay, so sitting up. All right, for those that can, bring your arms up over your head or where you can, right? Now, let's get up onto these sit bones and tilt a little forward at the hips. Okay, now these arms, they're going to pulse at the top, little pulses. Okay, now feel your back muscles engage, the top of the shoulders, your core. Keep everything controlled, yeah? Okay, good. Now, if you can't take your arms up really high, feel free to take them out to the sides and just pulse there. That's a nice, gentle way to get a very similar feel. All right, give me 10 more. Let's go. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your arms down. Nice work. Grab your loose band. Okay, so it's just a really different way to get into those upper back muscles and bonus with the shoulders. All right, put the band around your feet. Okay, all right. Reach down low. Give some good resistance with this one. Again, a comfortable sitting position on a cushion or with bent knees. Use not your arms, but the back of your shoulders as you draw your elbows in along the sides and back. So not the arms, the shoulder blades. So feel them drawing in towards each other into the middle of the back and back up. Now, once you've got the flow of that, check your head position. Head up, ears over the shoulders. Good. All right. Now, you want to feel like you've got a lemon between your shoulder blades. And as we come here, squeeze that lemon and hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms back in. Another way you could visualize is that as you row back, you've got a grey lead pencil in between your shoulder blades. Keep it there, don't let it fall. All right, so finding those rhomboids and back in. Good, just a few more, but we're going to hold, not as quick now. Let those muscles fire up and burn. 3 more. All about the posture. And relax. 2 more here. Good, and relax. 1 more to go here now, guys. Keep that head up. Pinch in between. Squeeze. And now relax. You can put the band to the side now. Okay, so find a comfortable seated position. let's take a moment to refresh on our pelvic floor, even the boys. Okay. All right. So for the men, it's like you're just about to run into the ocean and that cold water just hits the spot there and you go, oh, that's cold. And you feel that drawing in sensation. For the girls, it's like stopping the wave, stopping the wind, you remember, right? So think about your rear passage and the front passage meeting in the middle, like this lifting sensation as you sit there, and then let it go. So as you're doing this, don't tense your glutes. If you tense the glutes, watch my shoulders. Hopefully this will happen. Can't move it. But the body moves and the shoulders lift, right? So if you're feeling a bit of that, you've got to let go of your glutes. All right, so front and rear passage, lifting and back down. A little bit of gentle tummy activation happens. Now, if you're seated like me, I'm going to get you to slump and practice in that position. Okay? Is it a stronger connection or is it not as good? Just practice. And then what we're going to do now is come back up, sit up straight. You can bring your hands a little forward, hold on, tilt at the hips now, and practice there. Okay, does it feel different again? For me, it's harder. I kind of have to work a little bit harder to get that firing up. And then after this, you just come back to neutral and give me 5 more pelvic floor lifts. Try not to hold your breath. 2 more. Last one here. All right, just a little refresher, huh? Okay, don't forget your pelvic floor. And I'll remind you as we do this. For those that can, we're going to roll down and lie down. If you find it a bit hard to do that, just lie down. Arms straight ahead, scoop in the belly, articulate through the spine. Now roll, create that C curve, bring it down, all the way down. Good. And take your arms down by your side, bend your knees. Let's add the pelvic floor to the pelvic roll up. Flatten the back as you engage the pelvic floor and roll up. All right, bring it up, hold at the top, breathe in, and breathe out as you roll down. Good. And again, pelvic floor on as you lift up. Can you keep it on throughout the whole move as you go up and down? 2 more here. Stretch through the thighs into the knees at the top. All right, last one here. Bring it up. And then bring it back down. Okay, take your right leg out straight. Deb, it's your first class back for a while. If you prefer, you could do some toe taps or some single knee floats where you just go up and down. Otherwise, take your hands around the knee that's floating. Engage your core as you lift the right leg up off the mat. Find the abdominals here, right? Good. Swap it over. Float the other leg up. And again, swap. And then back. Okay, good. Now pick up the pace. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You can add a curl up, slide the ribs down. And 6 and 7 and 8. 2 more, and then I'm going to change it up for the more advanced. We're going to do 10 more. And you're going to do a straight leg up. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Nice work. Bring it down. Have a little rest. Okay, good. All right, take the right foot onto the floor. Deb, you should be able to do these. Okay, bring the other knee up into tabletop or a straight leg. I'm going straight leg. We're doing circles, right? Hands out to the side here. Okay, do not move the hips as you circle across the body, down and around. Good. Flatten the ribs. And again, across, down and around. Use your hands on the floor, that's okay. Use the right heel on the floor to press in gently. 2 more. And again. Good. Swap legs. We're just doing the one direction, right? Left heel into the floor, bent or straight leg. Take it across the body first, down and around. So it's not fast. If you go too fast, more than likely you'll lose control of the pelvic stability. 3 more. Try not to let those hips rock side to side. Last 2. And last 1. Okay. So what I'm going to do is 2 options here. For the easier version, you're going to go back to your first leg and you're going to circle away from the body and back in. So we reverse the circle, 5 on one leg, 5 on the other. All right, if you're up for a challenge, we're going to bring both legs up. Ooh, they're slightly bent at the top, that's okay, right? Now, use your hands on the floor, big breath in. As you breathe out, lower the legs down where you can. Start small, let's start here. Circle them both out and bring them back up. Now maintain that pelvic control, yes? So don't flatten your back. Big breath in, breathe out as you go down. Oh, that hurts. And then widen out and back. Good. 3 more. And back. Don't hold your breath. Your back starts hurting. This is too strong a move for you. All right, let's change direction now. Widen the legs out. Oh, this is lovely. And then scoop down. That's hard as you fight gravity. All right, and again, 4 more. And back. Use the upper abdominals and the lower. Good. 2 more. And back. Wow, these are strong, right? Down. Oh, last one. Hug your knees. Give your back a stretch. Circle the knees around. For those doing the singles, hopefully we all caught up. Reverse the circles. Good. And give that back a bit of a stretch. Okay. All right. We're going to go on to our side. Now, we will be in an upright kind of semi-plank position. So if you prefer not to do that, just lie fully on your side. Now, with this one, we come up onto one knee and take one leg out, okay? And then find the floor with the other foot here, yeah? Okay? And once you're in that position, take the other hand just behind your head here. All right, so let's just start lifting the leg up and down, okay? No rib flare, keep the ribs tucked in. Stretch out at the hips. So if you're lying fully on your side, all you're doing is reaching out. But I'd encourage you to give this one a go. It looks harder than what it is, right? Bit of gentle shoulder stabilization. Good. Couple more. Good. Now on this one, I'm going to get you to hold. Now, we're going to take the leg forward. The hip can move. But then we're going to take it back and we're going to twist the head around with the elbow. Hopefully you can see that, right? And again, come back to neutral, leg forward. But as you take it behind, twist and rotate. leg forward and rotate. Now, if you're lying on your side, obviously you won't be able to do this, but you can take your leg forward and back off the hip. All right. And it's kind of a nice little stretch as you take that leg behind. Doesn't have to stay straight either. It can bend a little bit, and you'll find you might even get a nice hip flexor stretch. Last one here. Good. And we're going to change side. Okay, that wrist takes a little bit of the load there with that movement. All right, opposite leg out, hand down. Bring the leg up, arm up, and back down. And stretch out again, and back down. Reach out of the hip. Tuck the ribs in again, make sure they're not poking out. Going too fast. Let's go 2 more before we add our little variation. Good. And on this next one, let's hold it at the top. All right, let's take the leg forward. And as we go back, twist. And bring it back to the center. Find your coordination here. And back. And forward. Now there is a little bit of rotation of that elbow back as the leg goes forward. Bit of balance too, right? Couple more. Just do what you can. I know this is a little different. Last one here. Good. Bring it in. On your knees, child pose. Stretch. All right, give those wrists a little bit of a rest there. And I want you to remember what side you started on with the hand on the mat. So for me, it was my left. And I want you to go back to that side, but we're not upright, just on the elbow. Okay. Now, if you can't do the sideline stuff, you could, I'll give you an alternative in a moment. So we're going to have the top leg over the bottom leg bent, and we're going to work the inner thigh. Okay. So lifting up the leg up and down without moving your pelvis, right? So that's the trick to get the inner thigh working. Now, if you can't do the sideline, you can lie on your back with knock knees together, feet apart, and lift up into a bridge, up and down. That'll work your inner thighs. So I'll show you what that looks like. But everyone else, keep going on the sideline one. So sorry to have my feet at you. All right, so your knees will be together, the feet apart, and you can lift up, and that will get your inner thighs as well. And you can go up and down like that. Okay, good. I'm going to come back and join everyone else. Good. Up and down. Good. Now, next level, come up fully, but only halfway down and up. Halfway down and up. Little top end pulses, but not super fast. Good. Keep going for me. All right. Now, our last one to really cook it off is hold at the top here. Don't move your hips. Bring the leg forward, middle of the body, behind and back. Forward, middle, behind and back. 3 more while you keep that leg floating. Last 2, forward, middle, behind, back. Last one here, forward, middle, behind and back. Change sides. Okay. Now, if you're doing the bridge variation, a way you can challenge yourself is only to come halfway down on the bridge and back up. So top end bridges. Are we ready? Hit that elbow under the shoulder. All right, let's go. Up and down. Oh, this is my hard side. This is going to hurt. So try to keep that pelvis tight. No movement, no rocking. A few more, and then we're going to do some top end or top halves. Last two. So you can stick with this. All right, bring it up, top half, halfway up, and sorry, fully up, but halfway down. Okay, small little top end moves. How's that shoulder going? All right, readjust if you need. Keep going. Little move, makes you work hard. All right, let's hold at the top here now. Bring that leg forward of the mat, middle and behind and middle. 5 of these guys. Back and middle. Forward, middle, behind, middle. Last 2. Good. Last one here. Nice work. Rest that leg, lie on your back. All right. Bring me a little bit closer here. All right. So have your feet hip width apart. Okay. So bring your heels as close as you can to your bottom. All right. Can you take your arms over your head? If you can't, that's okay. Don't worry. All right. But if you can, take them over your head. All right. Let's lift up into a bridge. Bring those hips up. Stretch through your fingertips. Now, if you're really clever, you're going to come up on your tippy toes. Going to come up on your toes. Now hold the bridge, and then you're going to lower the heels down to the floor and back up onto your toes. Lower your heels down and back on the floor. Okay. Now, no, this is not for everyone. Probably looks harder than what it is to you guys. So we'll work your calves gently. All right. It's not intense. Otherwise, just stay in a bridge and hold for 10 seconds. Good. Let's go 5 more. Working through your feet and your calves. 3, 2. Good. Last one here. And then bring the feet down, bring your arms down, bring the hips down. Good work. Oh, feel those calves. All right. Now, take your right leg out. Can you hover it? This could be a little challenging for some people, so take care. Engage through the ribs and the lower abs now, because you're going to slide that other leg out to match. You're then going to bring that other leg back in, rest the foot down, and then the other foot back down. Let's swap sides, but I will give a variation to make this a bit easier. All right, so left leg out now, hover. All right, find that core, take the other leg out, bring the other leg back into rest, and then back down. Okay, so the alternative or an easy version is simply your up, up, down, down. Always starting on the opposite side each time, right? So there's 2 variations there, straight leg or bent knees. All right, I'm going to go back to the straight leg. So you always start with a bent knee. You take the leg out straight, then the other one, bring it back in, and then rest. Now, you could add arms overhead for the more advanced. So your arms stay here. All right, watch the rib flare now. Take the leg out, brace through your whole torso as you bring the other leg out. Rest and rest. And then again, alternate. So tonight's class had a lot to do with the core work. So I'm sorry, guys, giving you lots of abs. We're doing it in the studio right now. All right, 1 more each side. Just go at your own pace. Back and back. Last one here. Out, out, back in, and back in. Bring your arms back down by your side. Okay, so this one a little bit different. Bring your right leg up, and then have your right hand on the thigh. I'll give an easy version for those that want it. So you're going to press your hand into the thigh and simply do your single knee floats down and up. Okay, so that's the easier version. Now this next one is for those that can lift their head. So the opposite hand will go behind your head, and you are going to straighten out the left leg. From here, lift the left leg up, and I want you to curl up as you press your hand into the knee and then back down. And again. All right. Slide the ribs down. Breathing out as you come up, pressing into the thigh at the same time. Keep the opposite elbow wide. 2 more. And for those doing the easier version, you can swap sides now, and we will too. All right. Left leg up, left hand in front, your other hand behind the head. It's going to support you, and float the other leg out. And let's curl up and down. Okay, this is hard. Five down, 5 more to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one here. Nice work. Bring your feet down. Let's have a back stretch. Take your right leg out straight, arms out. Lift the left leg, and let's pull it across our body with the opposite hand. Or if you choose to, you could just have knees together and go side to side. So when you work your core, it's not just the front, it's your back muscles working with the front. So it's nice to just kind of stretch that out. All right, let's bring that back to the center. Change sides, left leg up, the other one up. Opposite hand pulling across. We do these enough, you should know them by now. And breathe. Letting that breath out is the key to softening through the tightness. Good. Now, 2 options on the next one. For those that can lie on your tummy, you're going to lie on your tummy for me. And I want your elbows bent out to the side like someone said, stick them up. All right? So you're going to lie face down like that. For those that can't lie down, you're just going to be sitting upright in a comfortable position, and you're going to be pressing back and holding at the same time that we hold. All right, so lying down, take your elbows out to the side, head down. Find where your feet are comfortable. I'm not too worried about what they're doing or how they're placed. What we are going to do is keep those shoulders from lifting to the ears, and that's the same if you're seated. And you're going to hover now the arms. Let them float probably 2 to 3 inches above the floor, but don't squeeze your shoulder blades. Keep them flat and just hold them there. Keep holding, scooping the belly if you need, right? And then rest back down. Let the shoulders relax. Take a moment and let's go back up again. Keep those shoulders away from the ears. Hover. Good, keep holding, and then rest. Now, next level, you take your arms out to a T. You can keep them bent, but you take them out to the side, and this would apply if you're sitting as well. Just hold them there for 10 seconds there. The arms should feel light, the hands light, but strong through the shoulder blades here. Even a little of your neck muscles, and relax back down. We're going to do one more. Good. And hover again. Keep holding here.
Good. And then rest. Now, those that are seated, you can keep going. For those on the floor, place your hands under your forehead, elbows bent out to the side. Relax the legs, pull in the tummy. And we're now going to lift the head and the arms up, but keep looking down. Find those upper middle to upper back muscles and then come back down. And again, lifting up, scooping the tummy as you do, and then back down. Next level is not to have your hands under your forehead, but back to bent out to the side and lifting up and hovering there. And then back down. Make sure your core is on if you're doing what I'm doing. Raise through your center. And then back down. We're going to do 3 more. I'm not going to go to T-arms now. If you want, join me. Hold, pause, and then rest. And again, find the connections. Keep the ribs tucked under, don't let them flare. Good. 1 more, and then we're going to sit up. And I think we will almost be finished if I'm right. Almost there, yeah. Good. And rest. Let's all sit up and let's get into our neck. So I've given quite a few hard stuff there today. So I know I'm feeling it. I hope you are too. Okay, so let's sit on the one hand underneath the bottom and with the other hand just above the ear. Take it to the side gently and breathe. And what I'm thinking of is just through the top of the shoulder, just softening and letting that go. Good. And slowly come back in. Change sides. The other hand across. Take it over and breathe. Good. Now we may have just some time to fit in some triceps. Grab your loose band. I was so naughty. You thought it was the end. On your hands and knees. One hand on here. The other hand behind. All right. Are we ready? Keep those shoulders away from the ears and bend and straighten, squeezing the back of the arm. Let's go for a set of 12 on each side, and then I promise I'll let you go. Triceps are important for the posture, so I'm glad we're getting it in. Not too fast. Number 9 and 10. 2 more. Good. Change arms, do the other side. All right, find that resistance and 12 reps to finish off. You've done great, guys. I know there was some tough stuff there, but I hope that you could do most of the things there with the different levels. Number 7, number 8, 9, 10, 2 more here. Good, lucky last here. And I finished on time. All right, wow. Thank you for joining me, everyone.